President Biden unveiled his ambitious plan to reform the Supreme Court. He chose the LBJ Presidential Library, a monument to civil rights. Biden linked his plan to President Johnson's legacy. Johnson appointed Thurgood Marshall, the first black justice. Biden argued the current court has strayed from protecting rights. He criticized decisions undermining voting rights, abortion, and affirmative action. Biden's speech signaled his commitment to judicial integrity. He urged Americans to ensure the Supreme Court remains a guardian of justice. Biden's reform plan is structured around three key pillars, each designed to address flaws in the current system. The first is the introduction of 18-year term limits for Supreme Court justices. This proposal targets lifetime appointments. The second pillar focuses on accountability and transparency. Biden proposes a binding ethics code for justices, mandating financial disclosures and recusals. Finally, Biden advocates for a constitutional amendment to limit presidential immunity. These pillars aim for a more accountable, transparent, and responsive Supreme Court. Biden's reform plan, while ambitious and well-intentioned, faces an uphill battle in the current political climate. The Republican-controlled House of Representatives stands as a formidable obstacle, with Speaker Mike Johnson having already dismissed the plan as dead on arrival. Even within the Democratic Party, support for Biden's proposals is not unanimous. While many Democrats acknowledge the need for reform, some express skepticism about the feasibility of enacting such sweeping changes, particularly the constitutional amendment, which would require a supermajority vote in both houses of Congress. Senator Dick Durbin, a prominent Democratic voice on judicial matters, while sympathetic to Biden's goals, has acknowledged the challenges ahead. He recognizes that the current political climate makes it difficult to achieve consensus on such contentious issues. Despite these obstacles, Biden has shown no signs of backing down. He appears determined to use his remaining political capital to push for meaningful reform, even if it means engaging in a protracted battle with his political opponents. Section 4. A Nation at a Crossroads. Biden's Supreme Court reform plan comes at a pivotal moment in American history. The court, once seen as a symbol of stability and impartiality, has become increasingly polarized, reflecting the deep divisions within American society. Public trust in the court has eroded, with polls showing a decline in confidence in its ability to render fair and impartial judgments. This decline in trust is particularly pronounced among Democrats and independents, many of whom view the current court as being too ideologically driven. Biden's proposals, while facing an uncertain future in Congress, have injected a sense of urgency into the national conversation about the role of the judiciary. His decision to champion these reforms, even after withdrawing from the presidential race, suggests a deep concern about the direction of the court and its impact on the future of American democracy. Section 5. The Enduring Legacy of Reform. Regardless of the immediate fate of Biden's specific proposals, his decision to prioritize Supreme Court reform has the potential to leave a lasting impact on the American political landscape. His advocacy has brought renewed attention to the issue of judicial accountability, sparking a national debate about the role of the court in a rapidly changing society. Biden's efforts, even if they fall short of achieving their intended legislative goals, could serve as a catalyst for future reform efforts. They have energized progressive activists and energized the Democratic base, creating a constituency for change that could influence future elections and shape the debate over judicial nominations for years to come. In a larger sense, Biden's push for reform serves as a reminder of the fragility of democratic institutions and the constant need for vigilance in safeguarding their integrity. His actions underscore the responsibility of each generation to engage in the ongoing project of perfecting the American experiment.